Welcome, Gunrunner.
Hello everybody, Kieran the Laird here, and today on this hardware review I'm going to be looking at something new and different that I haven't covered on the channel before. And as you can probably already see by the Sonic related backdrop and the title of the video, of course, this is a Sonic related video. So yes, and what we are going to be looking at today is this lovely thing right here. It is a Tiger Electronics from Grandstand, who the UK distributors, Sonic the Hedgehog LCD video game. So yeah, it's an original one because just to give a bit of info, those of you might not be aware, obviously Tiger handhelds were a pretty big thing back in the day. Everyone used to get them for Christmas and birthdays and stuff, and in stockings, and I had quite a few of them. Everyone knew had quite a few of them. They were a pretty big thing over here in the UK, across Europe, and in America. They made some of their own games, but later on, when they really made their money was actually licensing properties, especially arcade games from the likes of Sega and Atari and stuff. And also, they made a lot of like movie and cartoon licenses, so stuff like Transformers and Disney related things, especially. And I've been looking at picking up some of these Tiger handhelds for quite a while. And one of the main reasons is because they've been recently revived, which is why I was saying it's an original one. They've actually reissued a load of them recently, such as the nostalgia for these things. And I know Sonic 3, I believe, is one of the ones that they recently reissued, but not this original Sonic one. It seems strange. Do you think they would have done the original Sonic one first? Really, especially with the films and stuff. Maybe done all of them, but yeah, this is an original one. As you can see, I've got all the box and everything for it. It's opened, so it wasn't brand new, but it was boxed. But every time I've looked at these, they were either selling them for really high prices on Buy It Nows, and actually there's a shop near me in Hitchin. It's like an antique store, and they've got about 5 or 6 Tiger handhelds in there in one of the display cabinets, but they want 50 quid each for them, which to me seems quite extortionate. And to put that into context, I won this one for less than 20 quid. I was the only bidder on it, and it ended at a stupid time of day. It ended at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon or something on a weekday. And listen to people selling stuff on eBay, never do that. You always end your stuff at a weekend, and you always end it in the evening when the most people are online. So I think I got rather fortunate winning it for the price that I did. I did actually hint that I was going to be looking at this on the channel before, because I did post a picture of it when I won it, but here it actually is. So I'm going to remove this in a moment because I want to have a look at the packaging itself. So here's the packaging without the handheld in. So it says, "It started, Sonic the Hedgehog is out and no one can stop him. 6 stages of fast supersonic action." Yeah, that's maybe quite misleading, as we'll go on to find out. High score retained. Apparently it's ages 5 and above, and it's the #1 Sega video arcade game in the palm of your hand. It wasn't an arcade game, unless you count the Megatech release, which I don't. So there's some screenshots of it, which don't make it look too bad. There's a description. What does the description say? That short, blue, super fast, radically cool creature, Sonic the Hedgehog, is now an exciting handheld game. The evil scientist, Dr. Robotnik, has transformed all the animals on the planet Mobius into mindless killer automation in search of 6 Chaos Emeralds to gain control of the planet. You must help Sonic save the planet before it's too late. It's an awesome adventure at ultimate speed. Yeah, okay. Please retain this voucher. What for? And it was made in Hong Kong. And it says Tiger from Grandstand, the leading name in LCD games. So there we go. And it recommends using Duracell batteries, which is interesting. Obviously, probably got a bit of sponsorship from Duracell to say that. Because I can remember some things saying, "Oh, use Duracell or use Everready," which was the other big brand back in the day that used to compete with Duracell. So apart from that being cut, it's actually in very good condition. Actually, it's kind of good that it has been cut. in that way, because I think that's what's kept it in such good condition. But we'll stick that at the back for the moment. So the front bit actually has got some like graphics on the screen. Can you see that? Yes, I think the camera is picking it up. We've got a instruction booklet in there still as well. So let's grab that. So that actually folds out into a big sheet. Tells you how to insert the batteries. Caution, object of the game. You play as Sonic. There are 6 hazardous zones. You fight 1 zone per stage. Your goal is to dash through all the zones and rescue your animal friends from the horrible grip of Dr. Robotnik. You start with 3 chances. If you lose all 3 chances, the game is over. I think they mean lives, really, but there we go. Chances is a strange way of wording it. You win the game if you can fight through all 6 hazardous zones by completing all 6 stages. Features: 6 hazardous zones, time oxygen counter, power sneakers, chaos emeralds, invincible status, built-in sound on-off control. That'll be a blessing, as you'll hear. Maximum score retained, built-in automatic power-off timer. And there's a game summary showing you screenshots and what various things mean. I missed off a little bit at the top there. I just noticed actually it's got the controls there, which are pretty easy to work out given the lack of buttons on this thing. What we've got on the back. So there's more how to play. There's a breakdown of score, power sneakers, Sonic spin attack. Oh god, it's actually got quite a detailed description there of everything in it, and it was made in 1991 apparently. So it's pretty contemporary to the actual Mega Drive Sonic games you can see there in the background. Interesting. So let's have a look at the handheld itself. So as you can see, remarkably good condition. There's something stuck to the front of it. Oh, it's a bit of the plastic. It was stuck in the speaker. It was a bit of this plastic shell. Just noticed that. How weird. But otherwise, yes, excellent condition. As you can see. So it takes, 2 standard AA batteries. Look at that for action. That's probably more action than the game has. The batteries popping out the back of it. Because they're held in quite tightly. It actually... found it quite hard to get the batteries into this thing, first of all, and I'm struggling again to get them back in, and they've just popped straight out because it's so, the battery compartment is so tight. Oh god, what I need to try and do is get the cover on at the same time as putting the batteries in to stop them popping out. Right, we've done it. There's a speaker on the back, as you can see. There's a bit of a speaker on the front. We have our joypad with jump up, down, left and right, and 1 button which says Supersonic Spin. Okay, and we have a button for off, a button for sound, button for pause, and a button for on. So I suppose we're going to have to press the on. I have already played this. It's going to be quite hard to play on camera. But I want you to listen to the amazing music. Oh, I'm trying to do that, knocking the camera. But we can jump and kind of move. But it's painful. You can't even really tell what's going on most of the time. What's the platform? Hitting the enemies is nigh on impossible. And trying to play it on camera like this is near impossible anyway, especially since one of my cats is now trying to bother me. So she'll probably come onto the screen now, or into the view. Here she is, look. She just basically stuck her little head in. But there we go. Oh god, that music. So that's what has a sound button, so you can turn the bloody sound off. But yeah, there's not really a lot else I can show you here because it's just awful. It's barely playable. I tried, but I just barely found it playable. And sorry for the noise there, but that was 2 cats who just decided to scare each other and then run in opposite directions. Because that's what cats do, especially when you're filming videos. But yeah, that's all there is to it really. It's a nice collector's piece. It's nice to say I have one, but it's certainly not anything I'm going to play. I mean, I remember these things not being great back in the day, and especially once I got a game system, I got a Spectrum. I remember very quickly losing interest in Tigers, and I'd maybe only take them if I went on holiday or something like that. And then when I got my Atari Lynx, I don't even remember what happened to them. I think I got rid of them all because there was just no point. Because they are barely playable, and the Lynx was a proper handheld with proper games. So yeah, it's a nice collector's piece. It's cool that it works, but it's not something you're ever going to play, is it? Really, if you own some of these yourself and you're collecting Tiger handhelds, I'll be interested to know which ones are actually the best to play. I'd really like to find that out. Because to say that shop near me's got quite a few of them. I might try and maybe see if I can knock them down on price. And one of the ones they've got is Super Hang On, which I felt might be barely playable. So if that is a barely playable one, let me know, because I'm quite intrigued to pick some more of these up. I would quite like to maybe put them in a small display cabinet or something, and maybe theme it like just get all Sega ones or something. That would be maybe a cool thing to do, because I do think they look really cool. And I love those, the background bits in them. It's just a shame the games are so utterly crap to play. But there we go. Can't have it all. But that's it, really. There's not really much else to say. It's a short one, short hardware review this week, because there isn't only so much you can do with one of these things. But I hope you enjoyed it anyway. That was my look at the Sonic the Hedgehog LCD electronic game from Tiger Electronics. Love to hear your thoughts and views in the comments, especially to the point on which of these are actually worth playing if you own some. I thank you for watching. I've been the Retro Laird, and I'll see you all again for another video very soon. Bye bye.